It's here, everybody. It's here. It's that time of year. No, not Christmas. It's Carolina football with the Panthers. What's going on, everybody? I'm your man Big Cat here, and this is 1995 The Roar, a channel by a fan for the fans, restoring the roar. If you're new to the channel, mash on that like button, share, subscribe. Be sure to comment on today's engaging, thought-provoking topic. Today we're going to talk about training camp, players report, latest breaking news, analysis, and much more. Let's move on to our first topic, the first roar. Today's first roar, we got a short show for you guys, giving you a training camp edition show, right? Today we're here to talk about some of the moves, including Josey Jewell being released by the Carolina Panthers right before camp actually kicks off. It's actually quite sad here. He's been dealing with concussion protocol since last year towards the end of the season. According to team spokesperson, the 30-year-old wanted to prioritize his health and the recovery and to be considerate of his teammates and allow for the Panthers to make moves for the group moving forward who are able to get all the practice reps and recovery, all right? He signed a 2024, a 3-year contract deal. He played in 12 games, had 97 tackles, 3.5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and a interception. Wow. First of all, talk about a jaw-dropping turn of events here. For a guy who was a veteran piece and did have a significant role in this defense last year, he will be missed. He will be missed. And the timing about it, right? I mean, after free agency, after the draft, this linebacking core was already, you know what I mean, iffy. Now it's probably got a little more iffier. Let me tip the cap. I got to tip the cap for him for stepping aside, right? A lot of people don't understand it's just a game. Even though it's a highly played game, it's still a game. If you know your body is not able to give its all, don't be selfish and be like well, Cam Newton. Cam Newton was selfish and he knew he wasn't necessarily healthy. He still went out there and played and caused, more games in the future. Probably cost us the playoff that year, right? So you got to understand, man, there's life after football, and there's also being an ultimate teammate. If you know you're not in a position to, give your best, don't take up somebody else's opportunity. And that opportunity very well could be Trevon Wallace, right? Trevon Wallace, who had a good season last year, decent season, after Shaq Thompson got injured. Trevon Wallace had 64 tackles, 2 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery, and 1 sack last year. And, I like to believe that the future is bright for him. He's going to be thrust into the frying pan immediately. And I like to believe, whatever scheme and the amount of volume, that he's going to be a trial through error, trial through fire, right? I think he can only build on what he has already done. So, although I like to say it is a big blow for us, I still think, if we're going to learn by error, trial through fire, trial through error, why not now, right? This team, in my opinion, is not going to be winning right away. So why not build up the experience and the guys that you believe that you can build this with, right? The Squirtons of the world, the Manleys, the Trevon Wallace. These are the guys that's going to be around here for the next 5+ years, right? So let's go ahead and get them in there. Whether we lose and take our lumps now, whether we win and, they're just ahead of the curve. Let's find that out now. So best of luck to Josey Jewell, man. But ultimately, to me, it hurts us. It hurts us right away. You still got DJ Wanham, you got Christian Rosenboom in there, but ultimately, man, it's a blow. That veteran locker room just got a little bit more thinner, and you're relying on some young bucks to step up and step up fast. Another blow to this Carolina Panthers defense is Bobby Brown, newly acquired defensive nose tackle, who has been put on the PUP list, the physically unable to perform list, to start off training camp. I believe he's still dealing with hamstring issues, according to team spokesman Joe Person here. Look, man, I don't want to make too much of a fuss about it. I feel like it's early, you know what I mean? But when you start having injuries right when you need these reps, right? Get my scheme down, what I'm looking for. You can't replace practice reps, right? You can look at film, you can look at tape, but when you're implementing a new scheme, a new system, whether you're a veteran or whether you're young, you need those physical reps. You need that chemistry, right? So if I'm facing a guy, if I'm next to Derek Brown and, we're doing a stunt, how does he like? Does he like to get skinny when he's stunting to the inside? Or, what I mean? What is his tail? Just a little chemistry, you know what I mean? How can I help out here, help out there? So, I mean, already off to a rocky start. You're taking my critical snaps. I'm losing hope already. I know that sounds bad, but I gotta be honest, man. It's like, oh, here we go again. I know it's hot. I know people don't really necessarily want to be out there. I'm not accusing anybody of dodging practice. If they feel like they hurt, they hurt. But man, at the end of the day, we need all hands on deck at this time. This is the learning, install, training period. Whether you're veteran or whether you're young, we gotta have you out there, and this is another blow for the team. And last but not least, the Carolina Panthers put Tommy Trimble on the PUP list as well. He had off-season back surgery. I told you guys earlier in the Noah Fant video how I feel about Tommy Trimble, man. At this point, him or Ja'Tavion Sanders. I probably have more hope in Ja'Tavion than I do Tommy, but at this point, we need a real, thorough, playmaking tight end. You know what I mean? And neither one of those guys have actually, lived up to the billing, right? And that's probably due to low usage, as we found out. The Panthers are probably one of the worst teams when it comes to using the tight end group at 10 to 15%, right? So him not being in the room definitely ain't gonna make him use even more. So at this point, y'all, man, I don't want to panic. I don't want to hit the button yet, man. But it's hard to get reps in when guys aren't healthy. Obviously, surgery and the timetable for healing is priority, right? I don't want to rush nobody back to training camp to get hurt, right? If you're going to get hurt, I'd rather be in the game that matter. I'd rather not have you hurt at all, but if you're going to get hurt, let it be in the game that matters. So, yeah, if these guys are truly hurt or wounded or whatever, man, then so be it, man. Take your time, but keep in mind that, reps are being missed and installment and learning and techniques are being missed as well. So, just is what it is at this point. And I'll wrap up today's show with these last two topics here. Nick Squirton, rookie edge rusher from Texas A&M, finally got his rookie deal signed. Congratulations on him. I watched a little bit of his press conference today, and they pretty much asked him, what do you like about the city? He said, I like the museums. And then they said, okay, what did you like about the museums? He said, well, my parents went to the museum. Nigga already lying. Shout out to Nick Squirton, man. You'll have plenty of time to visit the city, okay? But, yeah, man, it's just on a lighter note. Got the deal done. He's in there. He will be a part of the training camp. And last but not least, Derek Brown is a full go in training camp. And, if anybody who don't need to be there, far as like learning the stuff, it's probably him. He's already an all-pro and stuff like that. So it's more so him being ingratiated with the other defensive linemen. But for him, I'd rather him take some days off, veteran days, and get healthy. But him being out there, definitely a good sign. Flip side of the ball, offense, I think everybody's good to go except Tommy Trimble. What to expect, man? Shoot, man. Coming up, man. Hopefully everybody stays healthy, everybody stays hydrated. We don't have anybody passing out or anything like that. 2024 campaign, a 2025 campaign is here, you know what I mean? And the best of luck, man. Stick with me for more news and update when it comes to Carolina Panthers training camp right here on 1995 The Roar, all right? Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about it. I'll be back with more news.